Oh man, it's good to have y'all on the show, most definitely. Thanks for dealing with those little, hiccups there.
All good.
Yeah, man. So we have Problem Child, just released their first debut EP. Some amazing music, man. I want to give y'all an opportunity to let the people know who y'all are and where y'all coming from.
Bet. We are Problem Child. It's a problem. I said we are Problem Child. It's a problem. Yeah, I'm proud to you. Tell them what it is, bro. The rude boy, the yard boy, the rebel rock star, Scotty Cash, not forget Big Man team. Yeah, we got the first lady. Tell them what it is. So,
like I said, my old land, little Haiti, little Haitian sensation.
Yeah,
God, it's a rebellion. Yeah, I'm in the building. West Indies team.
Yeah, man.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we're happy to have you on the show. First things first, happy Veterans Day. I saw a picture of Hope Lane. Happy Veterans Day to you. We appreciate everything you've done for our country. Most definitely. Yeah. Well, first things first, y'all are coming up out of Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, man. How are things out there right now? How's the music scene out there?
It's kind of shut down. It's not really a lot. It's been a couple like little pop-up spotty events, but not consistent.
Yeah, nothing consistent. Right now, I feel like the artists and the producers and just the creatives in the city right now are just trying to figure out ways how we can build together during this pandemic.
Yeah.
I think the pandemic probably was the best thing that happened as far as Philadelphia specifically, because we're having like real conversations about things to push certain forward. So I think it's gonna move eventually.
It's just a matter of. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said it's on pause for right now. I mean, we ain't on pause, but it's seen on pause.
Yeah. That's a good question though. Is with the pandemic in terms of just as a creative group, as a creators, this is an opportunity to kind of slow down, focus in on your craft a little bit. But what's it been like for you? Have you kind of tried to make the best out of it?
We ain't slowed down.
we made the best out of it. You know what I'm saying? So like when the pandemic hit, that was about March. And since then we just started playing the Instagram heavy. You know what I mean? We was dropping our whip reps. I mean, we was dropping them like every day. It's a joint we basically in the car rapping. You know what I'm saying? We rap to different beats. Popping beats, old school beats, whatever. And so doing a bunch of that. And we was hopping in Instagram lives. We hopped in Sway's Instagram live. We did our 1-2 in there, and Fab ended up being in there. So Fab kind of says the 2020 Fugees. So we ended up doing a Fab song for our whip reps. He ended up making a whole challenge out of it, reposting us, and it started kind of rolling from there. We ended up getting on Jadakiss page. We ended up getting on Stunner for Vegas page. We live with Stefan Don, Wyclef reposted us. So it was, and these were all different, different raps and different pieces of content that got reposted. So it was crazy. That happened within maybe 2-3 months. Yep. So we went from 3K to 16K. It was it was crazy.
Wow. And I'm sure y'all just gonna keep on pushing. You know what I mean? Now that y'all got that ball rolling a little bit.
So, you already.
Yeah. So how long have y'all been a group together?
We've been a group together for 3 years.
I don't think it was 3 years.
It's been 3.
3.5 years. Because 2018.
2019, 2020.
Right, that's 2 years. Nah, you can't count 2018. Nah,
the end.
The crib in 2017, bro. No, you
didn't.
I did. I graduated from college in 2017.
It's a mystery. We always say 2 to 3 years. Then we be 1 to 2.
We be fucked up about it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not sure exactly.
I gotta go through our pictures. That's the key.
Summer is when I moved.
Yeah. Was it kind of like an organic thing where y'all were all making music and you're like, hey, let's just form a group, or how did that come about?
No, we had mentors at the time that we worked with individually, and they kind of saw the vision to put us 3 together, and it kind of worked.
Yeah, that's dope, man. It's an interesting dynamic. you know, two guys and a girl. I'm sure most people hate to get comparisons, but my first thought goes to Fuji's, you know. Like, I'm sure y'all gotten that comparison before.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they like I said, Fab covers the 2020 Fuji's. I mean, it's dope to be compared to legends. You know what I'm saying?
And it's kind of like in the fabric of what the group is. Scotty Jamaican, Hov is Haitian.
Right.
I'm saying I'm the only North Philly. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's still the vibe though. It's the vibe. So I mean,
that's awesome. It kind of you have the sound of what's popping right now, but it feels very organic. It doesn't feel like, you know, fake accents, and you know what I'm saying?
Because it's real.
You gotta be true to you.
It be a bunch of times I be forgetting. I'm like, yo, who really on some like immigrant type shit. Sometimes, like one time we was at her crib, I'll never forget this shit. She was trying to tell, she had a yucca, and she didn't know how to fucking say it in English. Her brother had to tell her. She was like, how do you say it? I was just, what the fuck?
We call it moyok. Like, all I know it to be is moyok, so I don't know the English version of certain stuff because that's
Yeah, she really embedded into that culture, like all her family. I mean,
yeah. Now, where did y'all come up with the name Problem Child? What is the significance behind that?
Well, first of all, so all three of us, I mean, we come from certain type backgrounds that some people, you know what I mean, will have a certain idea about. You know what I mean? We've been counted out in different ways or labeled as like the problem child or the black sheep or the, you know what I'm saying, the one that kind of stood out and did their own thing in a certain type of way.
Right.
So that's really where it came from. It came from that relationship with all three of us, like, you know what I'm saying, and that being like a real part of our journey. So we put on for anybody that was like, you know, labeled a problem or labeled black sheep or cast to the side in any way, you know what I'm saying?
Anybody they try to put in a box, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
facts,
you
man.
just putting on, letting them know you from you could take a bad.
Big facts, bro. Exactly.
No matter what you label.
Facts.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know, y'all music, y'all draw from a lot of different, a range of different topics and subjects. I noticed on the EP, you know, it starts pretty upbeat. Well, I like it just starts like, I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the first word of the album. You know what I mean? Immediately puts you in a certain mindset. But as it continues, you know, you cover some deep subjects, just the people over consuming, party, you know, war. There's a lot of deep tracks on there. What do y'all draw your inspiration when you're creating some of these songs?
Just like everyday life experiences. I think it's really important that as an artist or just people in general, we have to really express what we're going through, like in real life, instead of, you know, coming from just a fabricated place.
Right.
So all the songs on the EP really just came from a real place in a point in time in our life, whether it was current or something that we drew back up and, you know, just emoted on that feeling. So like, you know, Party give you something different from Yo-Yo, like, right. You know, Party, you know, that's after the math, after, you know, you just been vibing in the club and you just like, damn, I'm fucked up for real.
Right.
Where Yo-Yo, that, you know, summertime, I feel good, I'm alive, like I'm out here, what's good, this is great vibes, great energy. So every single point, like I feel like everybody goes through like emotions and roller coasters in their life. So that's really what our project, you know, just embodies. Like as a problem child, like it's just important to know, like, you know, it's different facets of who we are, right. But at the end of the day, like, no matter what people see, they still want they do a problem child, even whether you up or whether you down, they still see you as that. So
yeah, man, I like to call it. I like to call it the mood board. You know what I'm saying? It just gives you all the different moods you could possibly be in. You know what I mean? Like you said, you wake up, you're a boss, like I'm Tony Mike. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that go-getter energy, you know what I'm saying? Then you got Party when you just kind of in your vibe. I mean, you got Heart on the Shelf when you just feeling jaded about the shit you kind of had to go through. You know what I mean? So, then you got War when you seeing what's going on the TV screen. You know, seeing us get killed for no reason. So, you know, we had to just embody all of those emotions because, you know, being human is so many layers to it. So, you know.
And you got bubble gum. You just want that pussy.
You ain't when you want to pop that pussy like bubble gum. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's a mood. You know what I'm saying? Man, speaking of bubblegum, I saw y'all had the bubblegum challenge. You know, you had a lot of people trying to blow bubbles, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's just a creative way to kind of get fans engaged with the music. Was there a plan there? Did that happen organically, or what was that like?
I mean, we was doing it at the photo shoot, and it just kind of happened like that. So moving forward, like we just was posting it, and people was fucking with it. People was doing it. So it was it was a lot.
That's dope. That's dope. Now, are there like certain producers that you're working with consistently on the album, or are the beats coming from wherever? What's that process like?
Produce, and at this point, like as far as producers go, like I'm the only producer that we're working with.
Zubo.
But
that's awesome.
But like when I'm personally right now, I'm trying to build a production team. Right. Cause like all of the heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying, that we look up to, they got production teams, man, and it's more than one person working, and they, you know what I mean, put their heads together and make a crazy, you know what I mean, piece of work. Right. So I'm trying to do the same thing. I ain't really on no super cocky ego type shit. I'm trying to work with everybody, put all our hands together and make life work. You feel me?
Facts. We already left it from being the problem child. Facts. I mean, we came together as three, and we was able to get way more shit done, you know what I'm saying, than we was in our solo careers. So, you know, that's a constant topic for us. That's a constant theme. I mean, we just try to keep building out that strong team.
Yeah, so y'all are kind of the face of Problem Child, but y'all want it to be even bigger than just y'all three, or you want to have like a separate company behind it, you know?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Because I was about to say, Problem Child is a movement. Right. It's not just us. It's anybody that was counted out, was told they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like making the production of the music, we Problem Child, and we want to create a production team for Problem Child. The production team for Problem Child, we can produce anything. We can be working on a bunch of different shit, and Problem Child can do the thing. Hove got a crazy pen, Scotty got a crazy pen, and I got a crazy pen too. So we can write songs for other motherfuckers too. You know, just in the work process. You know what I'm saying? So the team will be the production team, and Problem Child will be the focus. But we'll be able to do whatever because we really about it. We really hustle. We really, you know what I'm saying? We get to it whatever way we need to get to it. We were just at a writing camp actually this weekend. Yeah. It was a production camp. Production camp. And writing camp. Yeah, people was writing, people was producing, and we was working with.
Yeah, I saw that. Y'all linked up with just a bunch of different producers and just kind of spent some hours together just working on music.
Big facts, yeah. Shout out to them, Sad Britt, all of them. Like, everybody was dope. It was a good vibe, you know what I'm saying? We created like a new kind of group of friends, and it was real dope. And we looking forward to keep building with them, you know what I'm saying? And keep building in general, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Now your music video for Run Me My Shit, very like professionally done. It looks great. Shout out to the videographer and the editors who worked on that for sure. Do you have a team that you're going to consistently for videos, or is that kind of a one-off thing? Because that looked great. I would hit them up again. You know what I'm saying? If you're shooting another one.
That video specifically was like one-off thing. A big shout out to Mizzo the homie. So
we will work with them again.
Yeah, it's not that we won't do it again. But as far as like our content, like the stuff that we do the most, we got the homie Lil, Sharpshooter. Yeah, man, Sharpshooter is the homie. He our go-to. And then we got Digital, you know what I'm saying? Digibug, you know what I'm saying? So we go to them two on our go-tos, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, we got a bunch of dope visuals on the way, you know what I mean?
That's awesome. I noticed at the end of the video, you know, when y'all were all taking the shot, Pride Zoo just was drinking the water. Is there, I mean, which is cool, you know what I mean? Like, you can still do a cheers and a toast. You don't have to drink liquor. Was there an intention behind drinking water? Do you just not drink, or, you know what I'm saying?
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I ain't never do drugs in my life. So
hey, more power to you.
yeah, I just wanted to carry it the way I really carry it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was it, man. I was boxing as a young boy, so I stopped boxing maybe about like 16, but it was like a lifestyle that I really embraced. And then just coming up in Philly, like being around North, being around Albany and Uptown and Southwest, I seen a lot of niggas get jammed up slipping because they was on. That shit never was impressive to me. Like, so I ain't never trying to get caught slipping. So I ain't never about to be slipping. I ain't about to be drinking. I ain't about to be smoking. And I ain't saying people that's drinking and smoking is just automatically slipping. I'm just never trying to be fucked up.
That's what he's saying.
That's not. That's not. It's just something for me. I'm always trying to be on my shit.
Man. The best thing about that, man, we always got a designated driver.
Facts.
Hell yeah, no, that's great.
I be turning up anyway. I don't need to get nothing. I like to be turned up. If I feel like it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think that's dope, you know, because it does send a message to people like you don't have to be drinking, you know, or whatever. Like you can still be a boss. You can still be out here in the entertainment industry doing your thing. So yeah, bro, I thought it was dope.
Bro, like everybody not the same. We all different.
Yeah.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? So every problem child not gonna look the same. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, is you the problem child in your crib if you the one that smoke. Sometimes you the problem child if you the one that don't. You know what I'm saying? So like in college, I was the one, you know what I'm saying, everybody was smoking and drinking and shit like that. And he was like, yo, they called me Legend in college. So they like, Legend, yo, you mean you trying to smoke or yo, you want like take a cup or like do this toast? And I was like, no. You know what I'm saying? And niggas had to respect it because I was standing for my own. So
it's about being
facts.
One thing I would say, you mean day that was very dear to my heart. You mean he took a champagne shot. You mean with me, you mean on my birthday and shit.
So, he took like a little.
Hey man, that's cool, man. That's love. Yeah.
But they be willing to. That was the still vibe. You mean so
my brother.
That's real.
About to,
It's just to emphasize that he really sticks to his core value.
No, he really do. Like and that's what this shit about. It's about being a leader. You know what I'm saying? It's about leading your own path. You feel me? And going on your own. I mean, all we want to tell people is, yo, be yourself. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to be yourself. No matter who in the room that look at you strange or whatever, man. As long as you in your own shoes, man, ride how you ride. You feel me?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, because, you know, there's people out here who would have poured some water in a shot glass just to pretend, you know? But showcasing, you know what I'm saying? Showing who you really are. Like, it was a subtle thing that I noticed, and I thought it was just dope. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to ask you and commend you for even including that in there because it is smart, you know what I'm saying? It represents certain type of people who don't want to do that. So I thought that was cool, man.
I want to say the fact that you even paid attention to that small detail, crazy. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers don't really be.
Yeah.
They don't be looking. They say they want to interview whatever, but they don't really be doing the research. So that's that you even notice that.
A true interviewer.
You mean facts?
I prepare, man. I prepare. I make sure that I try to find as much information and listen to everything as closely as I can, for sure. Because I mean, this is important. This is an important interview for me. Honestly, y'all are my biggest interview so far, so it's a blessing to even have y'all on. You know what I mean? I really appreciate y'all coming through, for sure. But we're just gonna keep on building bigger and bigger, man. Same way you got your foot on the pedal, I'm trying to keep mine on there too. For sure. So now Hope Lane, actually y'all are all pretty good singers. I feel like I heard all of y'all kind of hitting some notes here and there. But I'm just curious, are you classically trained or is that just a natural gift? You have an amazing voice.
I wouldn't say that. Right. I'm not really classically trained. I mean, I feel like in school they make you go to choir class and things like that, but I'm not really classically trained. I feel like you know, if you're an artist and you really want to take your craft serious, you know, go ahead and get like a few vocal lessons. Because I definitely went, you know, just to see where I was at. But no, I'm not classically trained. You know, just.
Hey, but you're doing your thing, man. You're doing your thing. Even on that war song, I was watching the live video. You know, That's not that didn't sound like an easy song to sing. You know what I mean? You made it look pretty effortless.
Yeah, I mean, you came from a real place, so you know it touched the heart a little bit. So you got different things, those different emotions that you probably ain't hit before.
Yeah, she killed that.
Thank you.
Killed that.
For sure, man. Now that War song is it's the shortest song on the album, but it's probably the most like impactful in terms of the subject matter. Um, there's one line on there. One of y'all said, you know, I hope God is Morgan Freeman. Give me fair treatment. Ask him what ingredient make him kill us for no reason. You know, who was that? Yeah, man, that was dope. Can you kind of break down? I mean, I could interpolate what you were trying to say, but you know, you talk about the ingredients. I guess you're thinking of God as kind of like a chef putting ingredients in a pot, making humans. Can you talk about that song and that line a little bit?
Yeah, man. So for me in that moment, it was just like we always talk about, like everybody make that joke about how Morgan Freeman is God for real. But I was just saying, hey man, I hope, like I was kind of saying, I hope God is black, man. Maybe he'll you know treat us fairly. Maybe, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because you know the way we've been treated historically, you know what I'm saying? Not even in America, just historically, the way he was treated hasn't been good. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it's kind of like, you know, as if God was a chef, like what did he put in these people that got them acting like this, like to each other? You know what I'm saying? To other people, it's not even. And like I feel blessed. I feel like I've been blessed with a certain amount of wisdom to know, like, and not really take it personal. You know what I'm saying? I think it's an issue that this group of people, and it's a select, it's certain people within that group. I'm not saying all
Right.
something like that, but racist people. You know what I'm saying? People that choose to, you know, live their life in that type of way. You know, committed to labeling people, kind of like the problem child idea, committed to labeling people and treating them a certain way, regardless of who they are. You don't know them. It's based on characteristics and a small bit of information that you have about them, and you want to treat them, you know what I mean, in this harsh and hateful way, or treat them less than human. Yeah. So it was kind of that question, like, what's the cause? Where is that? Yeah, where did that come from? Like it's not really a white only thing. It's black. Like how like Africa is going, like Nigeria, you know, the SARS situation, man. Like we see what's going on. So it's not just them. It's like what's up with them? What's up with these types of people?
Hate? There's some hate in a lot of people's hearts.
Or lack of self-love. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, we understand, we learn this in like kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Treat people the way you want to be treated, or you know, whatever. We got that concept. That's a law of life. We hear that in Christianity and in Muslim, Buddhism, or whatever. Like whatever, we hear that shit everywhere. So y'all don't subscribe to that shit. What's happening? You feel me?
Yeah. So now, Mr. Cash, Scotty Cash, are there any like standout experiences that you've had since y'all started kind of pushing the group, or just experiences in terms of performing or anything? I'm sure going live with all these artists is probably big experiences, but is there anything in particular that stands out?
I mean, shit. You know, for me, the big part of it was just, you know, I mean, the moments kind of all come together when I'm just thinking about performances and shows and stuff like that. I mean, and it might just be now because the corona's happening and we haven't performed in such a long time, but you know, like one of the biggest moments was, you know, we did Power 99 Peace on the Streets. You know, we came out for an artist named This Justin. We was featured on the track he did, and we came out on the stage. Man, it was so many people out there, you know, like that shit was like, that was like the craziest moment I think, you know, experiencing with these guys. It was like, yo, this shit is going up, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, just to see your hard work, you mean everything you put in really show, like, and people start to take, you know, it was kids running up to us like getting pics and stuff like that. It was just one of those moments where, you know, you just thankful. I mean, you thankful for the fact that you never gave up. I mean, and that's what it was for me. And even this year, I mean, getting on live with everybody and just having people show love and you know, pay homage and like lift us up, you know. And like I said, confirmation that, you know, you're doing everything you're supposed to.
Right. Yeah. Confirmation. It's like reinforcing that idea that you are as good as you know you are, right?
Right. That's a fact, because we don't do it for validation. We definitely feel like we dope, you know what I'm saying? But just to see when people confirm that you dope, I mean, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Absolutely. Yeah. Is there like a certain frustration that comes with maybe people not fucking with your music as much as you feel like they should, or was that something that y'all had to put through before and you're kind of past that point now?
Not really. I honestly, I don't really feel like we care that much about people not liking our music, because we fuck with it and we know that people out there that's a problem child is going to fuck with it, because we're making music for our audience. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not a part of our audience, then you probably ain't gonna get it.
That's 100. And not only that though, it's like I don't think people should do shit.
Right.
If they fuck with our music, they fuck with it, and if they don't, then either they might not have heard it or it might not be for them. Right. So like if I think more people like would fuck with the song, I'ma just hustle and push it more. Yeah, it's not like, oh man, people should be sleeping on me.
Yeah, because I ain't got that. Even that sleeping on me content, like I realized that it's like, you know, like it ain't that people sleeping. If you feel like people sleeping on you, you just ain't doing enough to wake them up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that's our hustle. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you ain't hear about Problem Child yet, you will.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So we just working and we putting the time in, you know, and as people hear it and they catch the vibe to the music, I mean, that's dope. And we're gonna keep pushing it to the world here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely hear this. A lot of the songs in this album could fit into like any poppin' playlists out right now. I mean, it's and the lyrics do stand out. Not to say that it just blends in, but you know, it's mixed so well. The beats are on point. You know, concepts and everything. It all kind of flows. So just want to commend you guys on putting together a great project and just your branding and everything. You know, you guys look good. Y'all look like a group. Y'all look like y'all should be famous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all together. Like, and I think having that international flair, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So, big shouts out to y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on the show. I have a couple other questions if you got a few more minutes. I noticed there was only one feature on there, FH Snoop. Shout out to him. Are y'all opposed to, are y'all very selective with who y'all collaborate with, and are y'all open to collabing in the future?
Yeah, we open to collabing. Just to be clear, F.A. Snoop is a girl.
So, I'm sorry.
Shout out to her. You know
shout out to her, because she came right through to the studio.
Yo, she did.
She vibed, and she just hopped. She was like, yo, can I get on this joint? We like, yeah.
That's why you were here. We called you to come to this joint.
It was a very natural vibe. I mean, and you know, for us, collaboration, like we don't usually do it because it's three of us. You know what I'm saying? So like, a song might end up long as shit. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like, you know, we just be able to bring so much of flavors individually that it be like we don't really need the feature. But you know, with F.A. Snoop, it was definitely a natural vibe. It was, you know, we had seen her at a show we did, 100 Park. You know, shout out to Ryan, man, as I Plant the Seed organization. They had us out there in the park, you know, and we did like a little concert. And she was out there, and you know, we just connected. You know, we knew her manager, you know, just from, you know, the old days and shit. And you know, she came down to the studio. You know, we was already just putting something together, and she vibed and caught the vibe and went in there and did her thing. And you know, we weren't really sure we was gonna put it on the project at first, but you know, after just hearing it all together, it was like, yo,
yeah. It's a dope song. That's a dope song for sure. Now, you know, who are some of y'all inspirations? If y'all want to just go one by one, who are some of y'all biggest inspirations growing up, and who are some of the people that you're fucking with now?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's funny. So, like, we from Philly, so I was inspired by like headshots. Like the niggas was battling and shit. and shout out to Young Bob and all of them. I was inspired by that. So I was young and I was like battle rapping and shit. And then like I started singing because like John Legend album, that shit inspired me. You know?
Yeah.
And then it was Andre 3000 and Kanye and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But outside of the musical influences, like I fuck with anime real heavy. Like and it's this show called One Piece, and it's the pirate boy. His name Luffy. You know what I'm saying? He trying to be the pirate king, and niggas be doubting this nigga, and he be fucking niggas up every time they be doubting him. And I fuck with Luffy. I fuck with Naruto too. It's like the same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like Team 7, like on Naruto and shit. Like, I mean, we got Sasuke, the cool ass nigga. We got Sakura. You know what I'm saying? No, oh yeah. And then we got who she be turning to be hype and shit. You know what I'm saying? That her bag on some queen shit though still. You know what I'm saying? She still hold it down. Like then I got that Naruto energy, the little big man type shit. You know what I'm saying? Naruto was counted out. We're gonna go to the max for his friends. And he gonna go to the max for his friends. Bro, and y'all already know how I do. I turn up for my folks, you know what I'm saying?
That's oh yeah. Yeah, what about you, Ho?
I guess when I started to really get into music, like when I was real young, I used to play instruments and shit. So I used to just like to listen to like Ella and Dookie and like just people, just older artists, because like as I came up, like my parents always played Caribbean music. They played Whitney, they played Mariah Carey, you know, they played a whole bunch of people, Aretha Franklin. So that was like my introduction. And then as I got older and I got my own palette for music, that's when I'm starting to listen to like, you know, Jay. I'm starting to listen to Missy, Queen Pen, Lil Kim, Foxy. Like everybody just started to inspire me in a certain way. Like if it wasn't their music, it was the look. If it wasn't the look, it was the hair. If it wasn't the hair, it was the attitude. So for me, like I just had a lot. Like I get inspired by other artists that I really feel like is dope. So for me, like all of those people that I named, and also Busta Rhymes, because like I really loved him growing up because he was crazy, he was wild. Right. I was like, yo, like he's crazy, like
yeah, in your face, yeah.
Yeah, so I just like that energy, and it was like, all right, but like I'm gonna just take a little piece of everything that I learned, you know what I mean, and also Lauryn Hill, because clearly I'm a group, you know what I mean? Right. But yeah, like so many people just gave me so many different things to look at. So for me, it's not just one person or just a few people. I feel like them as a community just really helped me and mold me to be an artist and what I should, you know, be stepping in the greatness of. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, just going off what she said, you know, like hip hop, you know, for me, definitely hip hop as a whole, the culture of hip hop was an inspiration to me. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the swag, you know what I'm saying? Seeing how people was carrying it, just everybody had their unique style, you know what I mean? And I really, like, even before, because really when I was young, I wasn't even thinking about rapping, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about doing it. I was just inspired by the style. You know, I'm heavy on fashion too, so like just seeing, you know, how everybody just had they unique style, it was dope to me. So I just wanted to be the coolest dude in the room, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of put that on. And then of course, I mean, I'm Jamaican, so I mean, growing up, my pop was playing Bob Marley, you know, Dennis Brown, like people that just in the era as I was living my life, you know, as a kid and growing up. And, you know, I definitely was inspired by, you know, just the talk, you know, the talk that they would talk, and you know, the idea that they'd be pushing, you know what I'm saying, the idea of being yourself, the idea of peace to the world, and just, you know what I'm saying, like loving each other to a maximum. And you know, I took that on, and you know, I'm inspired by all that. You know, I'm definitely inspired by the style, I'm definitely inspired by the swag, I'm definitely inspired by the love and the aspect of just, you know, coming together and everybody kicking their own vibe. Like, you know, Jay, Nas, all of them. Like, I'm heavy on the rap tip, so I love, like, you know, the 90s pop. Like, I just was really spitting, and it was just crazy, and, you know, everybody rugged and going in. So, you know, I'm inspired by all that. You know, I'm inspired by all And then even today, man, the people that's carrying it today, like the Futures and the Migos and the great stuff like that, just seeing how high they was able to take it, seeing that hip hop became the biggest genre in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like that's inspiring to me because it's like it just shows that our culture is so strong. You know what I mean? Even and then hip hop being hip hop really being derived from you know the Caribbean culture. You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop came from you know
dance hall, yeah,
all that. So like just to see it go from that to what it is now, like it just inspired me. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's just about bringing the culture. You know, keep pushing the culture forward and just paying homage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Y'all, I could see those influences through the music and y'all styles and stuff like that. So, hey, I really do appreciate y'all coming on the show. I want to give y'all opportunity to just open the floor to plug y'all website, y'all merchandise, anything that y'all want people to go follow. There's opportunity for you here.
Well, make sure that you go ahead and get Problem Volume 1. Listen to all the tracks. Make sure you're on YouTube. Just make sure you show us the maximum love because we're going to always show the maximum love when we go out. But yeah, make sure you stream our EP. Self-entitled. And yeah, we have fun making it. You know, we had fun just putting it together for y'all. So, you know, just go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off.
Yeah, we got the merch site up. You know what I'm saying? We have Problem merch, right? Problem Child merch.
Now we just PRLMCHLD.com.
PRLMCHLD.com.
We got the merch link to the regular website, so you can go on there and select your fit. You mean get yourself swagged out. And look, man, definitely support because we do everything ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We engineer. Our stuff, you know, Zoo produce it. Yeah. I mean, I press the merch myself.
Big fact. So even with that, like, he press up the merch shit. If niggas need shit like that, you know what I'm saying? We do that. I produce, you know what I'm saying? Hope got the lease by whole situation going on. You know what I'm saying? So look, we all hustling, you know what I'm saying? It's important to really do this shit for real, you know what I'm saying? Right. So look, get tapping with us for all of that type shit too.
All that everything, you mean?
Oh yeah, PRLMCHLD.com. Y'all can find the merchandise. Y'all can find the album Problem Volume 1 on all streaming platforms, music videos on YouTube, and that's PRLM CHLD.com. So everybody make sure y'all check out Problem Child. I want to thank y'all again for coming on the show. To everybody out there watching, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Hip Hop Tonight. And if you're a creator, man, make sure you keep creating. Stop consuming, start creating. It's the most satisfying feeling in the world to look at your own creation and marvel at that. So once again, I want to thank you guys. Is there anything else y'all wanted to say before we get up out of here?
Where you from, bro?
Hey, I'm born in Detroit. I was raised in North Carolina, but I lived out in San Diego for a little while too. Actually, my cousin's the one who put me on to y'all. Jaron, Jay Speller. Yeah, so he's the one who tagged and linked it up, man. He's out in Philly, so shouts out to him for sure.
That's what's up, man.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
What made you,
Once again, yeah, y'all, what's that?
I was saying, what made you start this thing, man?
Well, you know, I make music too, but more just as a creative hobby. But I thought it would be dope to create a platform for independent and underground artists to have an opportunity to really express who they are outside of just the music. You know, sometimes there's so much music out there, you don't really get an opportunity to just have an interview and literally say like what your music is. And sometimes you don't even think about it in that way when you're making the music. So I just felt like it would be dope to have a platform. When I thought of the idea of like a hip hop late night tonight show, it's like, yo, hip hop tonight. And it was like this light bulb came to my head, like, yeah, that could be it. So eventually hopefully I'll be able to bring people on to the set and do like in-person interviews and stuff and just really create it into a full show. Like I'm trying to do these interviews at least once to twice a week, but I might push it even more the more I keep going with it. So
that's dope.
You know.
Especially in this time, man. This is the best time for it. You know what I'm saying? the best time for it. But
that's
look,
dope.
I just want to shout out everybody that's in the room right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was tapped in and tuned in. Mm-hmm. We love each and every one of y'all because, you know, without y'all, man, you know, what we do is it don't feed our family if we ain't got y'all to love on us. You know what I'm saying? Support it. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely appreciate it. I mean, Problem Child worldwide.
Yeah. All love, bro. All love. So look, man, let us know any way that we can help, bro. With what you got going on, because I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? You tapped in with us, and to me, like, I think it's real important to make real connections. You know what I'm saying? So we here for a reason. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people, but we talking to you right now. So it's a fact. Hey, look, hit us up. Anything you need, anything you trying to do, bro.
That's love, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. And I will be in touch, man. Anytime y'all got anything y'all need to get out there to the people, I'm happy to have y'all back on the show. And yeah, we'll keep it. I'm actually end up probably doing a review of y'all next joint too. So y'all be hearing from me, most definitely. Most definitely.
Appreciate the love, bro.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Thanks again. Much love to everybody out there. And we'll see y'all next week. All right. Peace out.
So proud.
Your name?
Proud.
Run me my shit.